Today we will talk about reduce function in Excel. Now, what does reduce function do? Say you have a list of data, list of your numbers and array. So every time you take one number from it and try to do some calculation on it. Let's say I'll give you a number one by one and you have to store them in a some variable. So if I say 5, your total answer is 5, right? Now I give you 6. The total answer is 6 plus 5, 11, right? So 11 is a stored value. Now I give you 5. Then 11 plus 5 is 16. So every time what we are doing is we are taking one value from an array and storing it in an accumulated value. So that's the purpose of reduce. You can do addition, you can do subtraction, you can apply the logic. Say if I give you a value positive and negative both, you will store only the positive value. So if I tell you 5, you store it 5. If I give you -2, you still keep it 5. If I give you 7 now, so you have 5, -2 and 7. So you add 7 into it, that is 12. Let's do a practical example and understand how reduce function is used. So see, we have this data. Some numbers are positive and some numbers are negative. So what we want to do is, let's first calculate all the numbers irrespective of their signs with the help of reduce function. So what I do, I write equals to reduce. It asks me for initial value. See, when we add something, 0 is called the initial value, right? When you multiply, 1 is called the initial value. Because when you add something to 0, it will be same number. But you cannot multiply with 0. If you multiply with 0, it will become 0. So starting value will be 1 at that time, because when you multiply 5 into 1 is 5. So let's take initial value is 0. Okay, comma. Now it asks for array. So I take the entire array like this, comma. Now it asks for a function. So function will be a lambda function. So I say lambda. Now in lambda, you have parameter. So this time we will give two parameters. One is the accumulative value, that will be the counter that will store the value. Okay. So let's take it as a. Okay. Comma. Now v is the value. So v will be the value coming every time. So we say a comma v. Now comma, what you want to do? Whatever the total value of a is, I want to add the v value into it. So I will write a plus v. Okay. I'll close the value of bracket of lambda. I'll close the bracket of reduce and I press enter. And I get the total of this value, see, right? So this is the total. Now I want to only calculate the sum of positive values. So I don't want to sum the negative. Let's do it again. Equals to reduce. This time I say initial value is 0. Say my initial inventory is 100. So I can start with 100. What I can say is, what was the closing stock last time? I'm trying to add new numbers to that. We can do like this also. So for the time being, I'm using 0, comma, array is this, comma. Now function lambda. Initial value is a, comma, v. Now we will only add when v is greater than 0. So I apply if v is greater than 0, comma, if b is greater than 0, we say a plus v, else we pass only a. So we will not add v, right? We close the if bracket, we close the lambda bracket, and we close the reduce bracket, and we got this answer. So this is how we can use lambda function. Hope you like the concept of reduce function. I would like to hear comments from you. Okay, at which case, suppose you have some idea in your workspace, can you tell me where you would like to use this reduce function? I'll wait for your comments. Thank you.